Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fable 42, where we create community through friendship, friendship, gaming, and of course, chaos. My mind is not in its right place right now.
Starting off strong.
It's because of Chris Pine.
Yes, it's all because
blame
of
Chris Pine.
Lord.
This is his fault.
Chris Pine.
This is a Chris Pine campaign. I don't know if y'all.
Welcome to the second episode of Fate of Ukodor. We are live here every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to get ready to start here shortly. But before that, we're going to do some announcements. So, Diane, can you
YouTube. We have one. You should go watch it. This episode will be on YouTube Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And if you haven't seen the prequels or any of the other episodes, you can go there and watch them, as well as all of our other shows. We have a show almost every single night, guys. So catch up. Also, podcasts are going to be a thing.
They are. I'm still waiting for stacks. This one's not on me.
When
I didn't send them to you.
When we get them all going, because it's a new show where we've got things that we have to get in order, you can search Fate of Ukodor on the places you listen to podcasts. I know Spotify's one. I don't know the others.
Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
Sure, that could be one. You just search Fate of Ukodor, you can subscribe, and then you'll know whenever there's a podcast. And if you don't want to watch our faces, which you totally should, because we're pretty good looking bunch, but you can listen to us while you do other things.
It will be up by next Friday, Saturday.
You cannot reply to this message.
I don't know who's after Dan.
It's me.
Yes.
So nervous. Okay. Okay. So special thanks to our first sponsor, Critical Dice. Go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat now to enter the first giveaway of the night. And stick around after the break. We're going to do another one. So also !critical in the chat. So giveaways will be called at the end of the stream for both of those. And please note that it's US and Canada only, excluding Quebec because of giveaway laws. So help support the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off all non-subscription items. Ashley.
Tag.
Okay. Would you like to hear about our next sponsor?
Oh.
Our friends over at 9 Realms Gaming. They hand make all of their products from natural wood to create quality and affordable gaming accessories for all. Use code FABLED42 to get 10% off on your next purchase. And that is over at 9realmsgaming.com. .com. My ears are uneven. Sorry.
All right. That's me next.
Someone please clip that.
Ears are uneven.
A special thank you to our next sponsor of the night, Griffin. Well, hold on. I figured this is a new campaign. Maybe we should change up this iconic Griffin Co. thing. So I have a few ideas. I'm going to pass it by you guys, see what you think. Okay, so the original, right? Griffin Co. Or to that effect. Number 2, you can type 2 in chat if this is your favorite. Griffin Co. It's pretty similar. I just switched
I like that
a little
one.
bit, you know.
I like that vibe.
Third one gets a little bit more Griffin Co. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that just a whole different.
What is that from?
Yeah.
Hang on. No, what is that from?
It is actually from something, but I don't know. It's subconscious.
Oh my
I don't-
God.
Yeah, it's a.
Ooh, that's
know.
gonna
I'll
bother
think
Chris
of it.
then.
I'll think of it.
You're all jingler.
And you know what, guys? I had a long list, but now that I'm doing them out loud, I really think that we should just stick to the Griffin Co. Everything you see that's 3D printed on our shows is from Griffin Co. Use the promo code FABLED42 for 22% off your purchase. That's it.
Oh, I believe it's time for me. Listen up, folks.
So excited.
All right. So you should definitely go and check out our friends and pals, good old buddies over at Underground Oracle. They create 5th edition. That's the 5th edition. If you're not using 5th edition, you're stuck in the past. Move on with your life.
That's only going to apply for like another 6 months, by the way.
This is a hot take.
I'm from the past.
Fine. Do you have 5th edition resources for both sides of the screen? I've been thrown. It's fine. And you should definitely go check them out because when you're doing stuff, why not get all the resources that you can get? You know, cool new stuff. Check it out. It'll be a good time. Also, our very final sponsor was given to me, Jacob. That's me. Hi. Tailspire. Great platform. You can go to Steam. You can get it. It's great. All of our maps that are digitally done are used in Tailspire, and it can be really cool. There's like a whole community online for Tailspire where people create maps and then submit it to this public platform where you can literally, not kidding you, copy and paste a text box and you have that map. It's so
pretty
easy.
ridiculous, yes.
It's so easy, but it's so awesome. Definitely go check them out, and I hope that you can find happiness in this dark world.
Make sure to use your luck and inspo. No, I can't. Make sure to use your luck and inspo for
commit to the
Patreon
bit.
and Twitch. You can help or hinder the players or the DM. But we are low level, so fuck the DM. Don't forget to catch us on Monday for the beginning of the Fabled Week. The Fabled Week starts with Legends of Shalgal at 5:30 p.m. Pacific on Monday, followed up with Realms of Ukodor on Wednesday at 6 p.m., Duke City Chronicles at 3 p.m. on Friday, followed up with Fables of Galia at 6 p.m. on Friday, and then, boom, 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 back to us here at Fate of Ukodor on Saturday at 6 p.m. However, this Thursday, we have a very special Wounded Warrior Project charity event. We are going to do a Champions of Ukodor event. We're still pulling in some contenders for that, but it's a donation drive for the Wounded Warrior Project. That will be on Thursday, roughly 6 p.m. Pacific. I think it's
11/11. That's a great day. Very
Nice.
mystical.
Great day.
And since Chris took my inspo and Patreon luck
Was that
portion
yours?
of the announcement, that was mine.
It didn't have your name. It didn't have your name next to it.
Oh, okay, I'll put that in. We're just gonna go through the trailer and come back.
If you give me words, I will read them.
This is like, what am I reading? Oh, your stuff.
The rest of it. But we'll be back here shortly. We'll go through a recap and we'll get things started. So see you here in a short.
Yeah, see, I read that as I will remind because it was still under my name. Oh God, I am Ron
Firing
Burgundy.
on all
it's
cylinders.
terrible.
This
All right,
is the best.
I am Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. What do I do with my hands?
go
Jacob,
fuck
I did have to
yourself,
check to
Faithful
make sure that they
42.
did give you two
Wait,
sponsorships.
have we started the trailer yet?
No,
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, actually.
Stax didn't give me
Oh
the
my
cue.
gosh.
He did.
He did.
Wow.
Try
It
it
was
again.
the laughter as we.
Maybe we
figured it out.
should cut.
Let's just
and
restart.
Start
Can we
over.
restart?
Good night.
Nope.
We should
We
start
do
the
the
show,
whole-
guys.
Well, I
you
should
We
start
can
the
go.
intro.
I should just do the trailer.
Yeah, we
Just
should
start
do
the-
the trailer now.
Should I go now then?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God.
Hidden away, a great power awaits. Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies emboldened while evil retreats. With fate in your hand, the story's complete. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's just go into a bit of a recap and then start things off because we kind of left on a slight cliffhanger. So our party gathered at the Scarlet Horn, where a series of differences, fueled by the now retired Arbiter, begins to tug at the team's cover. While things don't necessarily add up, Zesa, Flint, and Cinder ultimately decide to retire for the night, but not before Cinder begins to bring to Aoran's attention that he has had a lot longer to process today's events, namely 40 years, whereas the others have not had that yet. Taking to drinks with Nessea and Brolin, Aoran and the two begin a series of endless grogs until eventually Nessea and Brolin begin to pass out. Taking them up to rooms within the inn, the night continues and Zesa is the first to wake up the next morning, to which she is greeted by Aoran once again. Now that the two of them are alone, they begin to go over an honest series of events to try and get some leeway on where to go from there. The angel device attached to Aoran's armillary activates, notifying both Aoran and Zesa that there are anomalies present. As the others begin to wake up, it is determined that a heat wave has hit the city of Dorn, leading the group to investigate. When they arrive outside, they see a group of fire wisps, and while Zesa goes to investigate, she finds out that it apparently is coming from a small human girl named Diora. After meeting up with the group, it is determined that the young girl's magic is out of control, and she is able to lead the others to her aunt's house, where they determine something is amiss. 3 halfling women, known to many in the city as the Sisters of Dorn, are apparently in charge of the child. However, due to their finer clothing and the child's fashioned rags, the others feel as if a bit of malpractice is at play. As Asa gets a whiff of something most foul within the hut of a house, she continues across uncovers a large cauldron that some of the others are able to see as well as they storm into this small shamble of a shelter. Cinder, with the aid of Zesa, end up turning the cauldron over, causing the contents to pour out within the room, and it quickly starts to expand, causing everyone to evacuate. As the halflings point fingers of who is going to repair the damage, the group come up with a plan to get Diora as far away from them as possible. Before they are able to leave, they realize that the halflings have somehow placed a curse on the child that binds her to them. It is discovered that Diora has a surplus of magic to which the sisters want to drain from her completely. The sisters are able to come up with an agreement of sorts, either paying for the child's release or obtaining a capsule of repose from the Whispering Forest that happens to be in the clutches of a lich named Valgotha. As the plot thickens, the others begin to make their way towards a practicing magic institute within Dorn, where they hope they can safely keep Diora while they investigate this lich's occurrence. After promising to return, the others depart the institute as Aoran offers to use his home as a place of refuge for them to rest along the way. Nessea decides to go check on her family situation to update them that she will be away for a little bit longer. When she arrives, she finds that there are no guards at the gates and a bit of blood at the door, to which she begins to investigate. And that is where we are picking up today. So, Nessea, you arrive at this manor house, which is not the main area of stay within Dorn. However, it does serve as a kind of safe house in a way, just a large manor house off on its own. But as you enter this gate, you find that the normal 2 guards that are there to kind of greet and or allow people entry, depending on who they are not present. And you have come across that splotch of blood with the gate kind of cracked. What would you like to do?
I'd like to point out I'm there too. I actually came up to her with this up to the gates with her, I believe, right?
Okay, yeah. So you are like You're there seeing this as
I
well.
wasn't gonna go in, but like we got to the gates kind of, and this is kind of it all was happening.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified because I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be alone.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
thought
there.
Berlin was like a couple of blocks away, but
No, I'm there.
So you both see this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at Brolin and just be like, something's not right.
I'd say so. What you make the calls, but should we go get our new friends?
Nessea's already gonna be like pretty much like jogging to the door to see what's going on inside. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna run up to the door and just like open it up and see if anybody's inside.
Okay. I start listing options, but I stop as soon as I see she's not listening and running. I'm falling behind her.
Okay. So you both approach this manor house door. Normally it would be locked and there would be like another entry portion to this. However, Nessea, as you go to grab at the door handle, it kind of opens with ease and slinks inward as you see this darkened manor foyer present to the both of you.
And like everything looks normal, like on the outside, or?
Yeah, from what you can see, there's no candles or anything like that. Lanterns lit within this space. It is relatively dark, but you don't see anything that like stands out as okay. This makes sense.
Like no overturned chairs or tables, or everything is in its place.
Yep.
Like that I can tell.
That you can tell from like, the last time you were here.
I'm gonna just shout out like, "Mom," like "Mother," and like kind of look around and see if she's in any of the rooms.
I'm gonna grab one of my tools and I'm gonna use my magical tinkering it's basically gonna make a spark that emits a 5-foot radius of light, just so we have a light source here.
So y'all have like a bit of light radiating around you, and it's kind of like moving about a bit as y'all are exploring this area. Nessea, you knowing where everything is, you start to open doors. The living space, the kitchen area, the lower servant housings is all empty from what you're coming across. Can I have you two roll perception checks as you're calling out?
Has it been 5 minutes?
So it's been it's close to 5 here shortly. But
I just got a 10.
16.
Okay. Brolin, as you're helping with the exploration in the area, your light source is able to kind of ding on another just like small splotch of blood.
Oh, there's more blood. Where would your family be right now? Do you feel? Let's go straight there.
Well, she was supposed to be here. And there were supposed to be the guards watching her.
We haven't checked her room yet though, right? We should go check her room.
Nope. You haven't checked her room.
All right. I was like, I'm just busting down
you're
the
not
door.
allowed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go and check out her room and just keep like yelling for her mother.
As you start to go up the stairs, now noted it is daytime outside. However, because of the manor house being as it is, there's usually large dark curtains that are drawn, closed, or open to let in sunlight. None of those have been pulled back. And as you go towards the main stairs, back towards that foyer area that leads upward and branches off to the left and right, as these typical houses sort of do, the first step you make, you hear a sound, but it's not from upstairs, it's from the lower area. Kind of the sort of the area where the guards can like offshoot rest if they need to. If they're doing like long shifts, there is a room down there. There's a kind of shambly closet, but overall there's not much down in the almost cellar like lower area. But you do hear noise coming from that direction.
Well, I'm immediately gonna head toward that noise and
Okay.
see who's there.
Okay, as you and I am assuming Brolin
Yep,
are
following
starting
behind.
to
Just
head in
frantic,
that
a little
direction,
frantic.
we are going to 5-minute cap back over to the other four. So you other four are kind of waiting by the main area of Dorne. Nessea and Brolin said that they were going to be gone for about 5 minutes, and not to set in paranoia, but it's been roughly like 6 or 7.
Well, so that's why I was asking, because she didn't say about 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure she said we'll be there in 5 minutes, specifically, if I'm not mistaken. So at 5 minutes, I would have started questioning things. At 6 or 7, I probably would be walking in that direction. Briskly. There's something wrong.
What do you mean?
She said she would be here in 5 minutes. It's been 7.
Well, I mean, things take time. She might have gotten caught up doing whatever.
I already started walking.
Okay.
I'm following.
Punctual bunch, huh?
I guess I'll
Let's
follow.
go. We go as a
Okay,
team.
all right, fine.
Okay,
Sorry.
we're going.
We're going.
Come on.
So as you four are walking towards the area, can I have Aoran make a history check to remember if he knows the quickest way to get there?
I mean, I would assume I do. Especially if I don't have my dice out. You said history?
Yes.
It's like a 32 or something. No, it's an 18.
Okay, so you're leading the others in kind of a beeline almost direction towards that that manor house, which you assume is where she's gone. Anything y'all are doing beforehand, or just
Do I see any guards on the way?
make a perception check?
23.
Okay. There are guards in different areas throughout Dorne. There's some that travel in like packs, just making
I just
their
want to see
routines.
any guard on my way to stop them real quick.
Okay. You stop a guard. Yes, miss.
Yes. I think that you should go and just do a circle around. Do you know where the halfling sisters live? Like that really bad part of town?
The Sisters of Yorn.
Whatever they are called, I don't really care.
Yes.
But you should go and do a patrol around there because they are doing bad things, and we had to rescue a child from there. So, just maybe do your job. Okay, bye. And I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. So as you all arrive to this house, we'll switch back over to Brolin and Nessea. You come down the stairs, and at first you don't really hear anything else. And then there's like a soft, almost like murmur right before you get to like the corner where you can see down this hallway.
Who's there? And I'll just like kind of keep approaching the sound.
Okay.
Is there like, are they in a room?
If you're just going to go around, as you come around this corner, you see a young woman kind of standing over a guard. There's a bit of blood on her longsword, and she kind of like looks over at you. Well, you weren't supposed to be here.
I'm gonna get my great axe out. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Investigating something, but I really need to leave, if that's all right.
Fuck right, you need to leave.
I'm scanning for entrances and exits to this room. Are we?
It's literally the stairs that come down and a
Sweet.
long hallway.
Yep. I'm positioned in the hallway, like shield in front, like nothing's getting through this without me wanting them to.
Okay. And at either sides, it doesn't take much to see. There's 2 doors, one on one side and one on the other. And then long hallway, and she's towards the end, kind of near this statue of armor, and there's like a guard down next to her.
Do I recognize the guard as like one of my...
You would recognize him as just one of he's wearing the proper attire. He's just not responsive right now, from what you can tell from where you're at.
Okay. Where's my mother?
She's not here right now. However, that's the reason why I'm here.
What are you doing here?
I told you. Well, I'm collecting information.
About what? Or whom?
Privileged information. I don't...
Oh, fuck that. I'm ready to beat her up.
Okay. I guess we
don't know.
can transition to the fight scene here. So
I mean, if she wants to escape, she's gonna have to go through me and Rowan.
So you might be able to see there's a long hallway. She's towards the end, kind of at the bottom there. There's 2 rooms at either side of it. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna approach her and I guess like try to intimidate her into telling me more. You need to tell me right now exactly what you're doing here.
I'm gonna step up, and I'm gonna give her a little space. I'll be like 15 feet behind her or something.
Okay. Honestly, I'm hired for a job, which I am trying to accomplish. Did not think anyone would be here besides the guards.
I have a pretty good idea what your job might be.
What do you think my job is?
Well, to kidnap or kill my mother, of course.
Why would I do anything stupid like that?
You're right, that would be pretty fucking stupid, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be.
Who hired you?
Did I not mention privileged information? I am in the habit of being paid for my services.
Well, you're in her house, so I think you might need to be answering questions a little better.
What he said?
I'm not going to.
Just don't fucking tell me that you're another bounty hunter. I've had enough of them.
Okay, I won't tell you I'm a bounty hunter.
So, what is it exactly that you're looking for? And don't make me ask you again.
Information. I'll leave it at that. No one has to get hurt today. And just let me leave.
You know I can't do that.
Why not? We're having a lovely girl chat right now.
Well, you killed one of our guards.
Actually, he's just sleeping.
Well, where are the other guards?
And around that time, Brolin, you would see from your right side, that door in that room, it opens up, and this Earth Ganassi figure kind of comes out. Well, are we playing? Jesseline, we have to leave.
This became a party, Nessie. You make the move.
Well, they can't get by us, can they?
I'm not going to let them by if that's what you say.
They can't leave. We need to know what they're doing in this house.
You're going to stop me short, man. That's nice.
I mean, you may be sure, but
Stacks, I'm assuming that we're getting close.
Yeah, y'all are close.
I'm gonna cast Locate Object on Brolin's shield.
Okay. You would be able to sense that it is coming from the manor house.
Would I know that it was downstairs as well?
Yeah, you would be able to sense that it's like lower, kind of lower to the...
Okay. So I'll guide the rest of the party that way.
Well,
Okay.
you want to make this a interesting bit.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say, I think you need to go back in your room for timeout, and I'm gonna attempt to shove him with my shield into the room.
Okay.
I can get him.
It's also kind of a feature of Shield Master feat, so let me look that up real quick. Shield Master Shove. It's a bonus action in combat, so I don't think that really matters. But I can shove a creature within 5 feet with my shield, and then I believe shove is like a particular mechanic of like a combat. Yeah. Attack. Dodge, help, hide, ready, search. Man, why is it so hard to figure out what shove does? Melee attacks, opportunity attacks, to grappling. Shoving a creature. Using attack action, special melee attack to shove a creature, either knock it prone or push away from you. No, blah, 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 blah. If you win the contest, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. So athletics versus one of those two. So,
Okay.
there we go.
Get him.
God darn it.
That go.
That's a 7.
Doesn't sound very good.
That's a
I
7.
rolled a 10. So you go to push this guy, and he looks at you. Now, no sense getting all handsy. And he doesn't touch you, Brolin, but you feel this force as his hand wavers out, and he telekinetically tries to shove you back 5.
Okay.
I need you to do pretty much the same thing, but to contest
better.
this. Yeah.
How much better?
Oh
That's
no.
That's a 12.
Okay, I got a 17. You feel this push, like push against you and your shield, and you kind of like move back diagonally 5 feet away from him, and he kind of like steps out of the closet door, and you can kind of see that there's some guards in there before he like slams the door shut.
On the
And he
ground
looks
dead,
at
right?
you. They look unconscious.
Yeah, on the
or
ground. Okay.
incapacitated. And at this point, I need you all to roll initiative.
Everybody?
We'll do a round of this, and then we'll probably have y'all come in either the second or third, depending on how y'all fall for initiative.
Do you want us to roll it now, though?
You can.
Got a 7.
I too got a 7.
Oh no.
Brolin.
Which one is y'all's
Hold on.
speeds faster?
Ours, for sure. 100%.
Wait, what was it?
Your speed.
Dexterity.
Movement. Oh, dexterity is probably higher too.
Yeah, I just have a +1 though.
I'm a 10. I'm a 0
Okay,
boy.
so yeah, she'll go first.
Okay.
Nessea. And then Cinder, we'll go with you first.
6.
Oh my gosh, y'all are not ready. Zaysa.
29.
There
She's
we go.
ready.
There we go.
Flint.
14.
14. Okay.
The problem is
And
she's ready to chew out another
Aorin.
guard.
Dirty 20.
Copy. So, as we swing over into some combat, you watch as the figure known as Jesseline looks over at the two of you. Very well. And she looks to you, Nessea, and she just kind of closes the gap. And you watch as she just walks towards you. The guard kind of like slumps past her foot as she moves past him. And as she approaches you with her blade in hand, she is just going to go for a longsword attack. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so she goes and swings down at you. It's more of a test. You can see it in her eyes. As your great axe just comes to block it, and she looks at you. You know, we can come up with a agreement, just us girls.
You know, don't do that. I hate that you're trying to do that.
I mean, I have to try.
You know, between us girls, you shouldn't even be here. I don't know what you're looking for, but this is my house.
Okay. And she looks over your shoulder, Nessea. The strike was almost more or less a ruse in a way, as she tries and casts Compel Duel on Brolin. And okay. I need him to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, these are doing great. That's a 7.
Okay. You are compelled to fight this woman, Brolin, even though there's a man in your way. Any other attacks would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And that will end her turn. Next up is the Ganassi man, and he looks at you. I can't have you hitting on my girl, so I'm going to hit on you. And he goes to make 2 strikes.
Cool.
The first one is a 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Second will be a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
You watch as there's no weapons in his hand, but he just like comes down with this earth-like force, and you receive 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Let's play. And that'll be the end of his turn.
So Stax, as we entered the house, I would have activated my chalice and also check your Discord messages.
Okay. Let's see. There is probably... Okay, so starting at the top, we got Luck and Inspo to Cinder. Luck to Nessie. Inspo to Cindy. Apparently that's your nicknames. Sure. Luck and Inspo to Cinder, Flint, Nessea, Brolin, and Zesa. And Luck to Brolin and Inspo to Aor. At the top of the order, Zesa, you arrive in this house. You know the location of where Brolin and most likely Nessea are. From Aorin's kind of clue in that they're downstairs. As you walk into the foyer area, the only downstairs area you can see is like to your right.
I'd like to sneak down there.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Yeah, get it, rogue. Get it, rogue.
$24.
Okay, you're pretty sneaky. You still have probably half your movement left to make it to maybe the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. And then from there, we have Aorin.
I wish I had haste. I'm not going to be sneaky. I am... Yep. I'm going to... How far would my movement get me?
Wherever y'all are at, half of what you currently can move in general. Because y'all are all at the front of the door, essentially.
So I can get to where Zesa is with my full movement?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to. If I full movement, if I get there at the top of the stairs next to her, what do I see? Can I see anything yet?
There's not. There's only, I think, the tinkering from Brolin's light kind of bouncing off the walls, and with that, you can kind of see shadow play of other.
I have dark vision, if that helps.
Shadowy people in the room as well.
Got it. But I can see where those people are.
Not necessarily. You know that there's people down there though, because the steps, there's like a wall, probably not seen, but
So
wall
you're
that
saying he
comes up
sees
against
shadows on the wall, basically?
Yeah,
Got
you would have to
it.
be like at the bottom of the steps to see down the hall.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't know what to do. I'm going to use my action to quietly go down the stairs.
Okay, you want to sneak?
Oh shit!
as
I have.
well, or-
Wait, hang on. I have 50 feet of movement.
So you would be able to get
Further down the stairs,
If
right?
Zay says 30, you'd be able to get
Like here.
25. So yeah. Oh, he's sliding!
Whatever.
Oh no, he's proud.
So
Okay, yeah.
So if I would be able to get further down the stairs, would I be able to see now?
No, you have to be at the bottom.
Bottom. So I wouldn't get to the bottom of the stairs. We're just gonna say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So with the action dash, then quietly entering the room. I know you can't see it, but there are some barrels and boxes right here. So I want to action dash to like right there,
Okay.
stealthily, if possible.
Okay. They don't seem to acknowledge your presence.
Okay. Okay. So that's that. That's that. Does Brolin look bad? Does he look?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's engaged with this guy, but it does seem to have caught him by surprise. This burly Ganassi man just punching on him.
I'm gonna whisper. Don't let that man push you around. I'm gonna cast Healing Word. For 7 points of healing.
I like it. Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Ooh, hang on. Because I have my chalice out, you also get 8 plus 5, 13 points of healing. I forgot about that. You said sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's 12.
Okay. The Ganassi looks over in your direction.
He sees this 8.5-foot guy like, hello. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. From there we have Flint.
Hey. So I have 30 feet of movement. Would that get me down the stairs? Or I guess I'll go as far as I can.
Okay, with your 30 feet, it will get you to where Zaysa is. You would have to either action dash to give you another full 30 feet, or do something. So. I don't know.
And like from there, right, I can't see anyone.
No, I mean, you can see like the tuft of Aoran's like gear at the base, because there's still like light kind of dancing around down there. But
Then yeah, I'll use my action to dash and get down there.
okay.
I don't want to be close to anybody, but I want to have line of sight on them.
Okay. So you can either go all the way to the back of the room or around into like that area. Still wouldn't be close, but most likely would be seen. What do you want to do?
Is there cover? Can I get behind cover?
There is like a desk that probably sits out a little bit more than that. You can probably squish up against.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
down and I'll kind of squeeze behind and as I pass AR and be like, oh, so we're fighting now, okay. And go and like squat down and I'll be like, oh, Smudgy, this is so exciting.
Okay.
Down there too.
Little smutty.
And that is my plan.
Sweet. Jesseline looks at you, Nessea. Our fight isn't with you. However, if you're going to make this difficult, and you watch as her eyes kind of like turn this lavenderish glow in the hues of it, and she looks at you, Zesa, and she adjusts the gravity on your person. You feel as if you're quite heavy now.
Can she see me? I'm at the top of the stairs.
Oh, not Zesa, Nessea. Sorry, I'm looking at
like-
Nessea this whole time.
I was like, maybe it's not me.
No, she looks at you, Nessea, the whole time. And at this point, you feel the weight kind of like crushing down on you as if you're like sinking down into this stone floor that you're standing on. And you have advantage on let's make sure it's not. So when it's double, you have a reduction in speed, so you can only move 10 feet less than what you normally could as max.
Okay.
But you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Just keep that out there.
So
As long as she's focusing on this.
She's floating,
gravity
though?
for you. No, she's just like,
Oh, you ground it. Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
That works for me.
And she will bonus action. Misty step further away from you, like in the aft portion of the room, like towards you can see like this window at the far end.
Damn it.
So she
Running
does
away,
this
are you?
and she kind of like reappears back at the back corner of that room. And next up will be her partner. He seems to be having fun punching at you, Brolin. However, he is aware of let's see. He's aware of Aorin, and he kind of saw like movement where Flint went, but he hasn't dimed her yet. And for his action, you watch as he pulls this like purple potion out of his I don't know, compartment pouch and downs it like and you see as his eyes like intensify and his pupils dilate, and he almost like is like bead shimmering in place as he tosses this empty vial of potion of speed on the ground, and he goes to attack you once more.
Sweet.
But he misses. He has to adjust to the new flow of speed. But yeah.
Waste of a potion.
Is it though? Because it's like...
Is the whole
This
room
system.
anti-gravity or gravity or whatever?
No, she focuses on a single individual
Got it.
and does that.
Got it.
That'll end his turn. Next up is... Nessea.
Okay, so how far away is she?
I think about 30 feet. I don't know how many he counted out from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And
Yeah,
I
about 30
definitely
feet.
can't get to her.
Not with your reduced
What about the other guy?
Yeah, you can make it 10. I mean, what's your speed, just so I know? Normally? 30, I'm guessing?
It's probably 30, yeah. Let me check.
30 or 35, I'd imagine.
Is that on the main page? Where is that? Oh, yeah, 30.
Okay, so yeah, right now you can move like 20 feet. But yeah, you would be able to engage into this other...
and he's facing Brolin, right?
Yeah, you can actually advantage flank him.
Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm real mad. I don't like being heavy. All right. So I am going to rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spin around. And I have my great axe, and I'm gonna try to make an attack on him.
Okay. With advantage.
With advantage. Okay, sick. So. Okay, we're gonna want to roll that again. 16.
That just hits.
Okay, so 16.
Nice.
And then I actually have the Savage Attacker feat. So once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice and use either total.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to re-roll it. Okay, so 12.
12 points of... Is it slashing, I'm guessing?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so you come up behind this man.
One more thing. So I also chose Path of the Juggernaut.
Okay.
So that means that my rage instills me with the strength to batter around my foes, making any battlefield your domain. So once per turn, while raging, when you damage a creature with a melee attack, you can force the target to make a strength saving throw. So that'll be DC 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my strength modifier.
Okay.
And on a failure, you push the target 5 feet away from you. And you can choose to immediately step 5 feet in that direction as well. So I'm just throwing him,
trying to cue him. Yeah, okay.
Pushing him back.
I rolled a 10, so he is pushed. If he engaged in, he'll be right to the bottom of Brolin, I imagine, because he was diagonal to him. And then Nessea would be right there. Ooh, yep. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Brolin.
Yes. So if I was keeping track right, the compelled duel should be gone, right? Because she casted. Is the gravity a concentration spell?
Yeah.
So the compelled duel is gone?
Yep.
Sweet. So I'm just going to step up to where I'm standing right beside Nessea, but still within range to attack. Mm-hmm. I'm going to smile and I'm going to say, "What's wrong? I want you to meet my new friends." And I'm going to attack with my Thunder Gauntlet. So it charges up with electricity, and I'm going to attack out with the Thunder Gauntlet.
Okay.
Hit this man.
Oh my god, I'm going to use a luck. That's a crit. That's a nat 20.
Hey.
Cool. Okay, so max damage plus I roll. So that is Guardian Thunder. Blah, blah. That would be 12 plus another 9. So that's 21 points of thunder damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action because I did a little reading. The feat lets me do it as a bonus action. So as a bonus action, since I attacked, I'm going to shove him again. We're just going to be pushing. I hope we can just push this guy all around the freaking
amazing
thing. So let's go. That time it's not good. I'm going to use... No, I'll go with it. That's a 14.
Just misses. Well, misses. Not
right.
just.
Man, it's all right.
It's AC
all right.
16.
It's okay. I'll keep battering him for both of us.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Sindare, my boy. Bringing up the end.
Okay.
Oh no.
Everybody ran this way, so I'm going to run this way.
It's Asa, your own deck. Sorry.
You fell
I
down
can
the
move.
stairs. Cinder.
Also, I could.
my
That is.
That
I
seems
kind of want that
accurate.
to happen.
That's
No, you don't.
Chris, what have you done?
But so Cinder has a movement speed of 35 feet, so I'm a little bit more down the stairs, which is fine. Just
I mean, I have
to
35
confirm to myself.
too.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see Zesa, right? Because she's stealth.
Were you looking to look for Zesa?
No, I'm just
Okay,
going,
yeah, you
and I'm
probably
assuming I
I'm
don't
not
see
even
her.
gonna look at your past.
There's like a little shadow,
Okay.
and I'm just like,
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to dash and get down the stairs and stand kind of in the middle of the hallway next to Aoron
Okay.
and just look at him and be like, okay, what's the plan, boss? Boss 2?
Shoot the one that's running away.
Okay, that'll be next on the list. And then that's my turn.
Okay. Zesa.
I'd like to sneak down the stairs
Okay.
and
Chris, you're ruining the
just
illusion.
sneaking right down the
Well,
stairs.
she slid down the stairs. I mean,
Where's the enemies? I can't tell who's who.
He doesn't have a marker, but he's that guy right there.
And where's the other lady?
She's all the way at the other.
All the way down the hall.
Like she's about
Off camera.
90 feet.
90.
Okay. Just so I know. All right, going to Psychic Blade twice. This guy right next to my friends. I can barely see what's going on that map, so I'm gonna stop looking at it. That's a 17 to hit.
Yes.
You guys can also turn on gallery view. There's the player window is also another perspective.
Yeah,
of
I
the
do. I have that, and it's just I can't because the angle, like I can't tell like the color bases and everything, but that's fine. And I got another 17 to hit for both of my psychic blades.
Okay.
Nice,
both hit.
nice.
Are those ranged? Or are you right where you are?
No, I'm staying where I am.
Okay.
Yeah. What's my? Looking at what my sneak is. Okay, 2d6. So. That's 27 psychic damage total.
Yeesh.
Okay. You watch as those two psychic hits into him. His mind kind of erupts with this like, and he looks at the direction. His eyes are kind of blurry. What? And he kind of just falls in his spot. Good.
Perfect. How much movement did I use to get down the stairs?
20 feet.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to like go behind Aoron.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Aaron.
Cool. I'm gonna hopefully break your game.
That's always nice to hear.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
From a guy that you could trust to do it.
All right, so I am going to go my full 50 feet. I'll fix the map in a second. I'm not far enough, so which sucks. So then I'm going to Misty Step on the other side of her with my bonus action, and then I'm going to use my action to mold earth and have the stones of the wall close up the window.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Next is Flint.
Okay. So, how far away is the lady down the hall?
From you, probably 80, 90 feet.
Great. If she's in 90, that's fantastic. So, as far as spell economy, this is my first time in combat with you guys. So, could I do a first level spell as a bonus action and then a cantrip as an action?
As long as the spell is a bonus action to use.
It is. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna hex that lady.
Okay.
So she she's got hex on her. And she will have disadvantage on, I get to choose what ability check. I'm gonna say if she's toe to toe with, I'm gonna say strength. Disadvantage on strength. So she's hexed, and then I'm gonna give her an old Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Stax, were we using my Ukodor spell rules?
Yes.
So you can cast a first or second level spell. You can essentially cast 2 leveled spells as long as one of them is under second level.
Okay.
In the same turn. So like 3rd level healing word, 2nd level cure wounds if you have the action economy for it. Also, check.
Yeah, I was about to say she's a warlock.
Stax, check your Discord.
So,
luck to Sindare, inspo to Flint, luck to Zaysa, Brolin, Nessea.
Thank you.
Inspo to Aorin, Flint, Sindare.
All right.
Amazing.
So I have to roll to hit with Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Blast him.
That would be a 21. Does that hit?
1 sec. No reaction shield.
Ooh.
Okay. Ugh. I can't use. Okay, hold on. Can I use one of my inspos to up that?
Normally, but I already told you the result.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So then she's gonna be real mad about that, but that's okay.
Okay.
But she's still next.
Next is her turn. She looks at you, burly man, Aorin, appearing. Why are people making this difficult? She is going to take her longsword, and you'll see her whoosh, cut at her upper forearm, and a bit of blood will lick the blade.
Oh fuck! You even told me what they were. God damn it!
Very well. And she is going to go towards attacking you with a blood curse of binding.
Oh,
That sounds hot.
Sounds bad.
Wait, a what curse?
a blood curse.
Oh,
Curse.
I said blood.
Blood malediction.
I kind of heard
butt
blood
curse.
too. I heard that.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Shield. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that. I don't have a shield or the spell shield. Never mind.
Really unfortunate.
So you will take 12 points of slashing damage. And
Oh.
And you'll see that the blade, after it cuts into you, will leave this necrotic presence. And then she'll yank at that presence to activate the longsword of wounding. So on a hit at the start of the wounded creature's turns, they take 1d4 necrotic damage. for each time you've wounded them, which in this case will be 1. And you must make a con save to end the effect, and people can heal it away if they have to. But since she's hit you, your speed is now 0. And she will walk away towards the direction of her downed partner.
Can I do an opportunity attack?
Yeah, you just can't move, but yeah, you can move in swipe.
Bonk her. Bonk this woman.
Whoa.
16?
Whoa.
Misses.
Oh, she had shield. Fuck. I knew that.
So she's gonna move her 30 feet towards the exit.
See where I come from, bonking means something different.
Really? Okay.
And that will end her turn.
Wonderful.
Next up is Nessea. So you just, somebody just downed this Ganassi. He's at the ground, and you can hear the clitter clatter of this woman kind of walking towards all of you.
So I feel like Nessea would have been like a little alarmed. Like she could see the psychic blades, right? Or is that not visible at all?
It's all non-visible psychic damage.
Okay.
Like,
I think it would
if you
still
could
be.
see me, you would see the blade sort of charge up, but then it just pierces their mind.
But I wouldn't really see you though, right? 'Cause
No, you don't see me.
You're stealthy. So
Yeah,
I would be
nobody
like,
sees
what
her.
the fuck just happened? But I'm like, I'm not gonna argue. He's down. So I'm gonna turn and look and see what's going on behind me. So where, how far away from me is she at this point, this woman?
15, 20 feet, more or less.
Am I still way down? Still?
Let me make a concentration check for her. Wait, she hasn't been hit. Never mind. You're still 10.
I'm still weighted down.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can move toward her then, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I should be able to get to her and be able to attack.
Yeah, without any.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use my luck. I'm gonna use a luck point to get the best shot at hitting her, I guess.
Do you have inspo? Inspo's the D6 add-on.
Just luck. I've got 3 luck.
Oh, so you're gonna try and
Attack.
Basically, give herself advantage.
Yeah.
You
You can do that with luck, can't you?
No, it's just a re-roll. So you roll and then.
Yeah, so just
Yeah,
roll your
it's not
first roll. If
advantage.
you feel like you want to luck it, then you luck it at that point.
Okay.
You have to take the new roll.
Okay, I see. All right, so I'm gonna move to her and try to attack her with my great axe.
Okay.
Oh, I'm taking that. That's a 25.
Okay.
I think that's a hit.
That hits.
And I'm still raging.
Okay.
So I am going to. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do initial damage. Okay, I get to reroll that with my feet. So that's 15 damage.
Okay.
And then it's also going to push her back the 5 feet because of the juggernaut.
All right. As you do that, you feel that gravity pull on you kind of lessen, and you're back to your normal.
Okay,
30.
so I'm shoving her back toward the direction she came from, keeping her away from her partner.
Okay.
Standing in front of her, just like a bulwark.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm just gonna try to make sure she can't get past me.
Okay. Next is Brolin.
Cool. Question: does she still have the shield effect up? Because I would think I would see it or does shield go away at the end of the round? That it's kind of, is it round or is it turn or round?
I thought it went away at the end of the round.
She shouldn't have it up anymore because her turn started.
I'm going to. You see Brolin puts his shield in front of him, and anyone behind me can see that there are concentric runic circles on the inside of the shield. I slam my gauntlet in and I twist it, and they start to turn. And you see foo, 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 as 3 magic missiles shoot out the front of my shield towards her.
Okay.
So that if she doesn't have shield, they just automatically hits and does 6 and 4 is 10 points of force damage.
Copy.
And then I'm going to use my movement to stand up right beside her. Right beside Nessea.
What's your...
Those just hit. Magic missiles are automatic.
No,
hit.
what's your movement?
25 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can make there. Sweet. Anything else?
That's it.
Cinder.
Okay. I'm seeing all this happen. Did Zesa reveal herself when she attacked?
You would. If you're looking over your shoulder, you would see her.
Okay, so she's behind me, so I don't see her. Okay, so I look over at Flint and I'm like, "Are you all right?"
So far, so good.
Okay, good. Do we want to stop this woman? Okay. And I like rummage through a little pouch and I take out this small piece of iron and I'm just like, "Ma'am, could you please hold still?" And I cast Hold Person.
Okay. Oh, what's the save?
Wisdom save.
Nice. 19.
Luck.
Roll it again. Okay. 16.
Darn it! She succeeds. That didn't work. Stop her.
That'd have been really cool if it worked.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Start at the top. Zesa. You've seen that guy went down from your attack that you used with your psychic blades, and then as is, Brolin and Nessea have redirected their attacks towards this woman that you can see now that the orb of light is kind of shimmering over above Brolin's shoulder, I imagine, and you see this woman over there.
Psychic blade.
Okay.
Get her.
Do you have to move, or are you good from where you are?
I have 60-foot range on my psychic blade, so the first one's a nat 20,
Nice.
which is amazing because of
Sneak attack.
sneak attack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll
this
that
woman's
damage now,
dead.
and then
Yeah,
I'll do
she
my
might
second
be.
one.
How do you do crits?
So that's
Same as you.
Think.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
so-
what I did.
So max dice damage and then roll again.
This woman is dead.
that's 22 to start with.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah.
No.
That's
39
Don't ignore that. Okay.
for my first attack.
You watch as she goes down. How would you like to do this?
Oh my
The
lord.
choice is yours, my dear.
What? I feel kind of bad. So just seeing the Genasi go down, I like tunnel vision between Nessea and Brolin to this woman, and just with just one psychic blade, right, like aiming right for her head, even though you can't really see it. I mean, it's a psychic blade, so you got to go for the head.
Okay.
And I just imagine her eyes just go like roll back, and she falls backwards. Pretty simple.
Nice. So you watch as the second figure kind of like falls down.
And then I'll just like stand up and go stand next to Cinder.
Ah. Where'd you
hi.
come from?
You
You
all
are
are-
I've been
sneaky.
here this whole time. I took
Out
down the
of
Genasi
combat.
and the lady.
You are. This is why you're the leader. This is it.
That's
Wait.
my turn.
Wait. We still need answers.
Could I healing word one of these people? Are they unconscious or dead?
They're probably.
Make a perception check. I mean, y'all aren't in combat, but
Perception or medicine?
either or, whichever is higher.
So we're not in combat anymore?
No.
Can I mean, I'd probably start searching like the bodies to see if there's any information, like, so the Genasi.
24.
Okay. So use that. So on, are you just doing the Genasi first? For
Yeah.
searching? Okay. Roll a investigation check. 21 for your roll. You would know
24.
that the 24, the Genasi, he doesn't look responsive, but the female is kind of like in her space, not conscious, but also not undead.
I'm gonna grapple her. See, I'm gonna get her constrained.
Okay.
If we're about to heal her.
I'm just going.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, you're able to find on him some battle axes, disguise kit, a flute. I don't know why I gave him a flute. Some hand axes and a whip. He's also wearing elven chainmail that's kind of medium armor based for just plot purposes. And if you move over to the female, aside from her sword, she has kind of a concealed arm blade dagger and yep.
She doesn't have any like journals or papers. She's like,
Just your typical like tinderbox torches, water skins.
I mean, she's trying to gather information. She's kind of bad at it, apparently.
While they're doing that, I'm going to open up the door on the top and check that room.
Okay. You go to open the door and it is locked.
I kick it.
You go to kick it and it is still locked.
I can't open it by kicking it.
Wait, which doors? Which
Here,
door is
I
locked?
can try to unlock that.
Am I healing this lady?
Hang
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Hang
Yeah.
on a second.
What?
All right, ma'am.
Wait,
could you
maybe not.
please
Wait.
get up? And I cast healing word.
Nessea?
Which door are we trying to get into?
The one on the
The
top.
other room that isn't opened yet.
Trying to make sure there's no other enemies hiding about.
I mean, this is my house. Shouldn't I be able to open the door?
Normally. But for some reason, this door isn't like budging.
Can
I mean,
I
yeah,
check
go
and
for
see
it. Kick it open.
if the door's trapped?
Roll a Arcana check.
Oh.
$18.
It's locked magically. You can kind of see like small runes encircled around the engraving around the handle.
This wasn't here before.
I cannot unlock this.
Yeah. Hold on. Who are these people? And why did we like kill them?
That's a very good question.
Hold on, we're trying to find out right now.
Okay,
Get you-
cool.
Be on the ready. She's gonna come back kicking. And I've got her.
So you all, I guess, gather around this woman. She comes to not long after. This was completely not on the plan.
Yeah, us kicking your ass.
I'm sure it
Yeah,
wasn't.
get her. Get her.
Do you always attack in groups? I usually fight my components one-on-one.
You want to
Yeah.
go right now? We can
I would
let you
kick
loose.
out, little man.
Little madam, I am.
I'm just putting my hand on Cinder's shoulder.
I take out my cards and I start playing with them. I just start playing with my cards.
I'm a child.
Cinder,
Yes.
I believe we noticed that there were some guards that were unconscious in the other room. Would you mind helping me with that?
Are they unconscious or
Let's go
where?
find out.
Which room?
They're all asleep. They're fine.
I don't like this woman.
I'm gonna take him to the storage room.
I draw a card.
Okay.
Looking at the woman.
Roll a d20 or d100. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Or draw a card, because it's the deck.
Oh yeah. Draw a card. Sorry.
Okay. So, I just drew a Joker, which I can choose any effect from the entire deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Well, because I don't understand this is my first time using it. I'm going to conjure a flicker of flames that can target a total of 1 target and do 1d4 damage on a hit. And I'm going to hit her.
Okay. Roll that damage.
Here's the thing. You didn't have me roll for how much I healed her.
That's true.
Oh yeah, roll that too. I imagine these are all.
You just kill her.
Okay, so she has 6. She has 6 hit points.
Okay, and you just damaged her for
1.
nice.
1.
So she has 5 hit points.
Nessea just like looks over at Cinda and she's like, "What the fuck was that?"
I didn't know. She made me angry. All right, Aeron, I'm coming.
Yeah, it's probably better that you leave the room.
So in that room, there's just a bunch of guards. They're all passed out, stacked on top of each other. What are the rest of y'all doing with this woman who
I want to
is-
start interrogating this woman.
Just standing there staring at her.
Maybe now that you're on the ground, you'll give us some answers.
Very well. What do you want to know?
Well, who sent you to begin with?
I can't give out that information.
Oh, and I suppose you can't tell me exactly what you were looking for either.
Technically, no. Our
I
client
mean-
would be upset.
Well, I mean, right now, I will get very angry if you don't tell me what you're doing in my house. And I mean, I'm a bit of a threat too, so...
We were looking for information behind that door. We're not able to get into it currently. And then you all arrived before we can come up with a plan.
Oh, okay, so the runes what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, serves you right not being able to get in there.
I mean, if everything went towards the plan, no one would have got hurt.
Well, what was the plan? You go ahead and tell me how this was supposed to go for you.
Well, you probably can tell that your mother's not in the house. That was our main worry. And then we took out the guards and the housekeep. He's in a closet somewhere. And we proceeded to come down here, finish off the rest of the guards, hide the bodies.
The sleeping bodies.
Yes, it's a bit of verbena. You've heard of it. It's dust. Once you inhale it, it's very nauseating. But you do typically fall asleep.
Oh, all right. So what kind of information were you looking for?
It's behind that door, if you want to open it.
I mean, your employer didn't tell you anything about it.
Well, normally, if we had more time, we would have been able to come up with something. But as is, you've not only knocked out my combatant, companion, even.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Is he your lover? Between us girls.
I don't think we have that rapport anymore.
I don't think we had it to begin with. You broke into my fucking house.
It didn't do anything. Everything's in its spot.
You were planning on doing something, though.
Yes. Gaining information. Putting money in my pocket.
I can't imagine what you were after if it wasn't my mother.
Well,
I want to try to intimidate
considering
her.
you and your friends don't really investigate too much. I would suggest asking a bit more questions the next time.
The next time. What, of my mother?
No, dear.
Of you? Because you're still here.
Am I?
Yes. I look at Brolin.
I've got her. What you said you knew her mother wasn't here. Where is her mother?
Yeah, where is my mother?
She's away on business.
She didn't tell me.
Hmm.
We tend to communicate these things to each other.
Oh, she does she? Well, it was last minute business. She left this morning.
Where?
I don't know. Wherever the urgent note that was delivered to her at the crack of dawn told her to go.
And how do you know about this note?
Because we delivered it.
Oh, so
Well,
you were the ones.
Not me delivering it.
Well, then who fucking delivered it then? You are speaking in circles. I need you to tell me straight what's going on here.
Well, unless you plan on opening that door, there's really not any more information I have for you. It's
And
locked
what? Help
magically.
you out. I feel like if we open that door, she's just going to figure out some way to get what she wants and leave. She seems quite slippery.
She hasn't really put up a struggle for you, Brolin. She's just sitting there.
I don't like you. I don't like
What
you
are,
at all.
what are we gonna do with her?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions, Zaysa, Flint?
I'm gonna look at this woman and be like, what is the point of being loyal to your employer now?
What do you mean?
I mean, I killed you, and we brought you back to get some answers. I could very easily kill you again.
Yes, but you still don't have any information. In case
Yes,
my
but what is the
employer
point of
wishes to
being
send me
loyal?
out again.
You're not going to get paid.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Well, you all really are just arrogant sorts. You don't even know what game's being played. I can see it on all of your faces.
Brolin's just like,
His face that she can't see.
look, you're right. A game.
Or what if we hold her captive until we make sure your family's okay and the guards come too?
That's not going to work. I have no intention of staying here for that long.
What exactly do you think your options are?
Girl always has a secret up her sleeve.
But you can't reach your sleeves.
It's metaphorical.
Look, you need to tell me who you're working for. Right now.
Unless you attempt to open the door and we can progress this conversation, I'm much done with the empty threats.
I'm gonna slap her.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Between
Okay.
us girls.
All right, that's a 25.
It's
And that is 5 damage. full slap
She's dead.
damage.
it's back out.
Oh shit!
I like her better this way.
All right, now that it's
Zendaya!
now that it's quiet again,
Wake her back up.
this door down here was not locked before?
Not to my knowledge.
What are you keeping there?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been around very much lately, I guess. My mother, she stays here sometimes. I don't know what's behind those doors.
It could be your mother.
It could be.
Perhaps try talking through the door, see if anyone talks back.
I could give it a shot. Guess I'll go up to the door and I'm only gonna touch it and just make sure it doesn't like do anything wacky.
You touch it and it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna like cut my hands and go up to the door and just be like, "Mother, are you in there?" And I'll like put my ear up to the door and try to hear if anything's going on.
Okay. Make a perception check and then.
Oof. Not one.
I mean, you don't hear anything. There's not any rustling or movement on the opposite side of this door, from what you can tell.
Can I take a look at the arcane rooms, the door lock?
Yeah, you can
I
do
don't
an
know if I'm
Arcana check on it.
Arcana's great. I like Arcana. I don't like my dice right now, but I like Arcana. That's a 16.
Okay. You would know from that the magic that's keeping this door locked is kind of like arcane lock spell, or yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is what it's called.
Yep, sure is locked by these arcane runes.
Damn it.
That's beyond me.
Anyone have abilities to dispel magic?
I don't.
Wow.
Not I.
I am not magically inclined.
What's who has the highest passive perception?
19.
Yeah, they'll probably do it. You hear a kind of like voice at towards the top of the stairs, but like most likely the entryway of the manor. It's like a hello.
Did you all hear that? And I start like heading in that direction.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was fuck. I didn't hear shit.
Oh, your passive's low?
Oh wait, maybe I did. I was like,
Yep,
well, it's 14.
Yeah, it's just like a call out, so you would hear
From upstairs?
just like, yeah, anyone like a 13 or higher would probably hear it.
I'm
Okay.
staying near the
Yeah, mine's
unconscious
17.
woman, but
Are you still holding her as well, Roland?
Yeah, because I'm really confused at what the focus is, so I'm just holding it. I'm just holding this limp.
Cinder, do you
Lady
have a way
White.
to keep her stable without bringing her back to life?
Yes, I do. Should I do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. I give her pats on the head and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
I have a question. So, Smudgy, as an imp, can polymorph into like a rat or something. Would that be able to squeeze under the door? Is that true?
Do you have to see where you bring them back?
Or he can be a spider too.
I don't think you have to see them
Could you just snap?
to bring
Because
them
I
back.
could, with my thing, could you just snap your animal in the other room?
I think you have to see where you conjure
Oh,
them, but
got it.
to bring them back, you don't have to see them.
He's like right here.
Changing his form takes an hour, though, I believe.
No, it's an imp thing. He can use polymorph. It's not like the
Mm.
find familiar thing.
Would a
If
spider
it's good
fit under the
with
door?
DM.
I mean, spiders can fit through pretty small area.
You can try.
Does he have like? I'm curious. Does he have like a set number of different forms he can take, or is
Yeah,
it just?
well, I'm looking. I don't know how you built it, but I just looked up the imp. I don't have his sheet.
Okay.
It's in the campaign.
Is it okay? Is it? I thought I looked.
But you're not sure if Smudgy has polymorph currently.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, if you claim him, then you'll have control over him.
I need to go take care of whoever's locked in that closet upstairs.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's so powerful.
Well,
It's pressing. I'm gonna go.
So you make it up the stairs, Nessea, and the door is open because Sindare doesn't close doors. I'm imagining y'all all were rushing in. I'm imagining the door stayed open, and at the front of the door is Franklin, the guard, and he looks over at you. Nessea, this is the address that you wanted me to try and apply to get a new job because I lost my last one. We talked about this last night at the pub.
Oh.
You're the guard from the other night.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not wearing any of my stuff. There wasn't anyone at the whole place. Is kind of. I see why you might need some help.
We're having a bit of a crisis right now. We have been well, the man has been infiltrated, I guess you could say.
I mean, yeah, as far as infiltrations go.
And I believe that there's somebody tied up, locked up somewhere. Hello? Where are you? Can you hear me?
You hear like audible like murmurs close to like one of the normally you would hang up coats in this closet, but
Okay. So it's like the coat closet. So I'll go and like quickly go to the closet and
as you
see.
open it, this tabaxi like tied up his beret of a hat kind of like falls on the ground, feather attached to it, and he's just like gagged and completely tied, and you would recognize him as Quarrel, the house, the manor keep guy, keeps the place going.
Coral.
But yeah, he's just like, I could put it in the chat here in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, Quarrel.
He's like the like a butler kind of
Essentially, yeah, like
figure.
a better paid butler.
Okay. Coral, did they hurt you? Are you all right? And I'm gonna be like hastening to take off his bindings with the
Mrs.
mouth.
I'm sorry. They surprised us. When I went to answer the door, I was knocked out and thrown in here.
Don't apologize. You couldn't have stopped it. Do you know what's happening? Where did Mother go?
She left out with a note this morning, said she should be back in roughly a week's time. Was heading towards the east, I believe.
The East? What business does she have in the East?
From the sound of things, something's gone awry that way. She left with one of the magistrates, judge-like folk. And he arrived here this morning with that letter to give to her.
Did anyone go with her? The guards?
A few of the guards, yes, ma'am. We didn't think to fortify this area.
I think something's amiss, Coral. I think that we need to find her.
Have you seen Miss Florence?
I haven't.
She's the magistrate's daughter. It happened quite fast. I'm not sure if she left or not.
So you think she could still be here?
Possibly. We put her in the room downstairs.
Which room?
The one we normally keep for the guards, but it was last minute. We didn't think to
Are you okay to walk? Can you take me there?
Yes, of course. And he like gets up, kind of dusts himself off a bit, and makes the way back down. Franklin's just at the door, just like, what is going on?
Oh, come, Franklin. This is, if you want a job here, then this is part of it.
Yeah, yes, right away. And the three of you make your way back down the stairs. As they approach, you hear multiple sets of footsteps kind of walking. But Nessea's down first, so you all see her.
Everyone, this is Coral. He's the caretaker. Good man.
Franklin like looks over your shoulder. Is that Brolin? Is that a woman?
Oh.
Yes. We will catch you up as soon as we find the daughter of the magistrate.
So this tabaxi goes over towards the door and like tries to open it. Miss Florence? Miss Florence, are you in there? No. She has a habit of locking doors around it. I really don't like it.
Is this, which door is it? Is it like
not the storage closet, but the one across.
It's the door we've been trying to open.
Yeah.
It's the door we've been trying to open?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With the runes on it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's locked from the inside.
So we think that she's
So I'm gonna
she's
check.
locked the door.
I'm checking the bottom of the door. Can like my hands go underneath of it without any magic runes cutting my fingers off?
Not yours. You got giant hands.
So this is a
Pencil.
manor house. So the woodworkings and the way it's structured isn't just like they're not gonna put cheap 2x4s together and call it a door. This is like a full-on oak wood door.
So like it rubs on the stone.
Yeah, like full.
Okay.
Stop.
But can I see no magic underneath like the little sliver?
Not from what you can tell.
What I'm asking is, to Flint's point, would a little spider be able to fit under the door?
There isn't enough gap, I should say.
There's not enough.
So it's
gap.
like
Yeah.
flush.
Yeah, like a
even
flush
for a
hole.
tiny spider.
What about a cockroach?
That's like the same.
Okay. They're pretty sneaky. They get in the crevices. Little places. Anyway, I'm gonna pound on the door as well and kind of push Coral aside. Miss Florence, this is Nessea. Are you in there?
No response.
Maybe she's like taking a nap.
Or maybe we should be louder then.
I mean, that whole to-do was pretty loud, I would imagine. I mean, this lady died twice.
Franklin's eyes are
She
just
deserved
like,
it. She deserved
Who's this
She
guy?
deserved Franklin.
I don't remember.
Which one?
Well, I
this
know
one?
Coral,
Franklin.
but who's the? Yes.
He is a guard that I met on my birthday night. We all know how that went for me. So,
Isn't that last night?
I believe he was lit on
That was last
fire
night.
at one point.
Oh my god.
No, he got stabbed. He got stabbed.
Oh, it was the
By that-
barmaid.
the-
It was the
the-
barmaid that was lit on fire.
The barmaid on fire. This
And
guy
Fuzzy
he
got
night?
was
stabbed.
stabbed.
It was a fuzzy night, yeah.
It was, yes. It was. It was my
Hello,
birthday.
Franklin. I'm.
hello.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
What are you here for?
A job offering. I kind of lost my job.
I mean, he
The
works
night
for me
before.
now.
Yeah,
How did you lose your job?
I left my post to drink.
Yes.
Notably.
I mean, you'll be paid well, I assure you. Better, probably, than your last position.
Well, could I perhaps show you into this room, and I want to show him to the closet with all the passed out guards.
Why would you do that?
As you do that, Franklin like looks and
He's gonna
Yep,
run.
he passes out.
Oh,
just-
no.
I was just
Hey.
giving him a heads up on what he might encounter.
Cinder, maybe
What?
don't get in the
Right.
habit of questioning other people's employees.
He's not employed by anybody right now.
He isn't. Nessea
Terrifying,
just
then.
said that she is employing him.
I mean, it's good to know that he's going to pass out in situations like this, but at the same time, and he was very new.
I mean,
well,
so
I mean,
far,
what? We'll deal with him later. He's fine.
I'm
but
gonna
There's
now
no,
we
like-
need to.
Stacks.
There's
I'm,
no. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast mold earth on the floor beneath the door and open it up.
Okay.
Does it work?
Yeah, there's like a gap.
Oh my gosh.
Can I peek underneath?
Yeah, you see this room has a bed, and off in the corner there's this object with a sheet over it.
I really hate doing this. I'm gonna use one of my charges with my staff. I'm gonna create a psychic link with, no offense, Cinder, but with everybody but Cinder, because I can only do 4 people. So I have a psychic link, and then you just hear a deep sigh, and I wild shape into a tiny spider and crawl underneath the door.
Oh, that's new.
How fun!
And as you do that, you come into this room. There's a large sheet off in the corner over some object. Room's empty, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh, dang it. Oh, man. Okay.
Exclamation point critical to get some dice. We will be back here shortly and see what's happening.
Oh boy.
Welcome back, everybody. Fate of Ukodor here. We out here. The winner of the giveaway is B-Dog 1218. B-Dog.
Congratulations.
Just go on the Discord, contact Chris Solo, and we can get you some dice. So you can roll these nat 20s that have been going on in the stream. I haven't been rolling nat 20s. I've been doing digital crap. So here we are. So you come into this room, Aorin, and your spider, and you're linked with most of the party. Also, Zaysa, your link is also up just for F and G's. No, S and G's. There we go. You come into the room and you see this empty room. There's a bed, other furniture that would imagine to be in a room like this, and then there's a sheet over this object off in the corner.
Okay.
Can I try? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I try something real quick? I thought of this as we were leaving. I'm going to cast. I don't know if this will work. It's a stretch. We'll see if you agree with me. Identify, because identify lets me touch an object and learn magical properties of it. And so I'm hoping that maybe one of the magical properties I can learn is the password, because Arcane Lock does have a password associated with it.
Okay.
So I don't know if it'll work, but I'm trying it.
Sure, you can try. Identify this door lock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it just instant, or are you doing the ritual?
It's instant.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a slot for it because I want it to happen quickly. Yeah.
Okay. Arcane. So with it, you find that it is from the School of Abjuration. Make a Arcana check, because this isn't necessarily how the spell is normally used for it.
I'm gonna use a luck roll.
Okay.
My last one. That makes it a 21.
Okay. You hear kind of like this disaudible gruntle of words in your head, and it comes to your knowledge that it's not in common, which if I did Arcane Lock, I wouldn't put in common anyway. But it is in Infernal. Yeah, it's an Infernal. So it might not even dab on your radar that this is Infernal words in your mind. It's just not audible.
So as I enter the room, I'm going to remove the wild shape and revert back to my big form.
Okay, so now you're in this room.
What do I see?
You see everything in the room. There's a bed, there's some desks, other furniture. There is a not shown, like off in the corner, this large object, just a sheet thrown over it. It does look humanoid, but it's just like propped there.
I am going to pull the sheet.
Okay. As you pull the sheet off, you see this inactive Warforged just propped there.
Oh. Interesting. I'm going to be conveying all of this telepathically to everybody, and tell one of them to tell Sindar as well.
Yeah, I say it.
Okay. Which, Sindar, you're by this guard, Franklin, that's also passed out, with this door open of other passed out sleeping guards.
Right.
I'm gonna investigate the room. I'm gonna look for any signs, any other ways out, any secret entrances.
It's pretty straightforward room. There's no real magic components that was built for it. Just the door was locked magically to try and deter most people from getting into it, apparently. There are a few odds and ends on the desks, mostly notes with different formulas and other equations kind of scattered on it messily. The Warforged isn't moving. It does seem inanimate.
Nessea, is there a reason why there's a Warforged in here? And I don't see that woman you were referring to.
DM.
So, for Nessea's point of view, because she would know who Florence is technically the daughter of one of the magistrates in Dorne. Nothing too important about her. She does do a lot of research. She's often off looking for other ways to expand on her knowledge. But from what he's describing in the room, there probably shouldn't be a Warforged in there. However, you haven't been back here recently, so you're not sure, because you can't hear it from your mother's mouth, of why there would be anything odd in the manner.
I also want to know, like, Nessea isn't like super familiar with magic and like telepathy, so would she like know, like to just think what she's
Okay, so
or would she like
the way
try
that
to
the magical telepathy is kind of working is, for those that haven't used it yet, your mind kind of opens and you feel tapped into some kind of network that isn't your own collective thoughts. The moment you hear Aorin speaking in your mind, it's almost like if somebody was thinking in your mind that wasn't yours, but also you know the difference between audible voices and mind voices. So you would hear this as Aorin's like mind voice in your brain. You as well, Brolin. And for clarity purposes, it almost feels like if you think in that direction, like if you think in Aorin's direction, like you can kind of will your thoughts towards him, or you can keep them. There also feels like you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay,
I
so
think the best
would
way I can
Nessea
explain
like
it.
I guess what I'm getting at is
But
would
it is
Nessea-
magic, so it's like a freaky thing. You're just
Would
like,
she
whoa.
know to like think back at him, or would she be like trying to talk
roll
to him?
a Arcana check at disadvantage, because
Oh my god. Because that's gonna be bad. Just by the way, unless I get like something good. That's a 12.
Okay, so I'll leave it up to you, but you can either choose to respond audibly of the fact that like someone's talking in your head, or it is a weird sensation.
I mean, I feel like that's what Nessea would do. She would hear his voice, but she would respond vocally, and maybe that would also like be in her head, like she's like thinking it and saying it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But she would say like, I have no idea why there would be a Warforged in that room. But like I haven't been around, and like maybe Mother knows something about it.
I'm going to put my hand on the Warforged, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds for 25 hit points.
Oh, yours muted, Stacks.
It doesn't do anything. It's just
okay. I figured it wouldn't. Well,
but as you all are kind of like surmising what could possibly go on, you do hear further footsteps coming down that flight of stairs, and this tiefling woman like rounds the corner, and she looks at all of you. She has dark purple hair, purple skin, a bit of gray at the bits of one of them, although you don't think it's because of age. And she looks at just this amalgamation of people she doesn't know, aside from Nessea and Coral.
Miss Nessea, am I intruding on something?
No, we were actually looking for you.
Oh, yes, I left early because I wanted to go to the shops to get some more supplies. What is going on?
who is that?
I'm Florence, sorry.
No, I'm speaking. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I need to do this. I'm speaking telepathically
So
to
in
the four
your
of you.
mind, you.
Who are you all speaking to?
This this. What? I'm like speaking. I'm like, this is
She's broken.
This is Florence.
She's in danger. That's who these assassins were coming for.
Are you sure?
I also can't get out of the room, so.
Oh, you can't become a small animal again.
No.
I'm just like talking to myself.
We could ask
talking?
Florence. We could ask Florence to open the door. She has the password, right?
Probably.
I liked what you did there. I liked what you did there.
So Florence is only getting like bits and pieces of this conversation, mostly like disoriented yells from Nessea's direction. Do you need me to open the door?
That would be lovely, but yes, please come closer to us.
And ma'am, and I'm gonna sling the body because I don't even know if I remember if I put it down or not. I think I was still holding. I don't think I did.
You've been holding this woman.
I'm gonna prop it up so she can see the face. And we go, do you recognize this lady here?
Oh, dear God. No, I haven't seen her.
And she like her foot like hits against the Ganassi, Earth Ganassi, as she's getting close.
Oh no! Don't be afraid. It's fine. These were bad people. We subdued them.
Okay.
Don't be scared.
Right.
You're with us. You're safe.
Yes, Mom.
Okay.
And she goes over to the door, and you hear like infernal come from her lips. And Flint, you probably would catch this. She would say something to the effect of, "Open now that I have returned," but infernal.
But I do at least
Translation.
I'm able to recognize that that's what I heard.
Yeah.
At least it kind of hits me. I'm like, oh, that worked. Cool.
And then, so if there's like a dwarven arcane locker out there, you'd be like, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the door swings open, and then she sees a very large man inside of the room next to the Warforged, and she just like takes a step back.
Right. The door's open, Miss Nessea.
Oh, and don't be alarmed by my large friend here. His name is Aaron. He's very gentle. He carried me to bed one night. Not in that way.
Right, of course, no.
Flint's eyebrows go right up at that. Oh.
I thought you were in danger. Apologies for intruding. I'm gonna walk out of the room.
Oh, it's fine. These people were here, you said?
For
Yes.
you.
They were trying to get into this room.
I mean, I've only been here for a little bit. I don't know.
What have you been doing?
Just a bit of research. The Warforged over there, I'm trying to spark life, essentially.
Has anyone recently talked to you about your research? Come to you that you didn't know? Ask weird questions? Anything lately seem odd?
Not that I didn't know, just I do speak about it a bit for the supply people that I get different items for, but nothing too invasive.
The people you get items for. Expand on that.
Well, they're just in town. They have a shop, bit of tinkering items, vials, parchment, mostly things for my notes. If there's anything out of the ordinary, I usually have to ask the missus for it.
Did anything that someone would find highly valuable? Any of your research that you've talked about lead to something that would be worth a lot of gold or fame or something that someone would want?
Well, the particular research that I do deals with reconstituting sentience without going too far over anyone's head. basically it's putting a consciousness in an inanimate object to provide that object consciousness.
With my background specifically, I'm way too tired to just dive into it, but I would feel like Aeron Gear would understand robotics and sentience, and I want to articulate in a ancient dialect what that automatron is and all of that. And I want to ask questions like, where does she find it? Why is she trying to bring him back?
This particular one is reconstructed. A lot of the pieces I have to forge on myself. But basically, if the body is preserved enough, and I actually can apply a consciousness to it, then perhaps this Warforged would be able to respond to actual words.
So, were these bounty hunters coming for you or for this Warforged?
I mean, the Warforged is just bits and pieces. If anything, you would probably need the formula to apply the consciousness. It's not something that's easily acquired, and it is not tested.
In my head, Angel, do we have the means to assist in this endeavor, bringing a consciousness to this machine?
There has only been one notable process of a correct consciousness applied to an inanimate object. That would be this armillary and myself.
When she says this, she's talking about this robot?
No, armillary, the thing
Oh.
on the tip of your...
I got it. Oh.
At the mention when she said that she forged some of the pieces herself, I'm gonna take a good look over the war. I'm gonna go in there and take a good look over the Warforged.
Okay, roll a investigation check.
Surely. There we go. That's a 22.
Nice. It's pretty well constructed. Someone would have to know a lot about like anatomy of how joints and other muscle groups work in order to forge this in a way that if it actually does animate, it'll be able to move around like it's supposed to. But there's a lot of patchwork, different pieces of metal over this object that aren't necessarily innate to whatever the Warforged was before.
It's got good bones.
And Warforges are not that common in this era, correct?
No.
It's safe to say we would have heard of them, but maybe never saw one.
I imagine most of y'all might have heard of Warforged, like a sentient creature that is not really of humanoid type origin, more construct. However, they are relatively rare. Like, you don't see Warforged just out and about.
This knowledge that you're gaining from your research, could this be used to guide a disembodied soul into having more of a physical form?
Well, there has been, across my research, there has been word of different items that are out in the world that you can kind of store your consciousness in, or for easier sake, for like a soul purposes. And this would serve as a way to do it if it's done properly, as opposed to finding another body or another vessel.
Or the original body, if it's someone who has lost theirs. Potentially.
Potential, yes. But you do run into decay and things of it's harder to do that quickly.
I'm just trying to think of reasons why someone would find this so valuable.
Did you try asking them?
They were not looking to give up any information.
Right. Well, I just got back from getting more supplies. I didn't know that, and I'm sorry, Miss Nessea, Miss Nessea, that I didn't know that this would be an issue. Your mother said that I could store it here. But
So we think that they were after this. I motion to the construct.
Or her
Warforged.
notes. It could be her notes on this magic that would be needed to make this Warforged come to life.
perhaps,
Giving
but
sentient.
any noteworthy scholar wouldn't actually put anything of importance down in notes that could be picked up. Most of the formulas are in my mind.
So then the target
Then-
was you.
The target would have been. Maybe they didn't know that, but they would have found out.
You would have been next.
You would have been the consolation prize, I'm sure.
With my passive perception, and I'm standing like in the hallway while they're having this conversation. Have I noticed anything? Have I noticed anyone else moving around, hiding in any corners or nooks or crannies?
With your passive, there's something different. You're not sure what it is, but there's something different about the Ganassi. He's kind of like on his belly, like hunched over, knocked out. But
I mean, with my staff, I'm gonna flip him over.
as you all who are out there that can see look at him, his eyes are like glossed over with black. There's no pupils that remain, and there's like a murky blood mark of black as well that kind of uttered from.
Zay, so
Well,
that's not normal from your kills, right?
No, I have never seen anything like this before.
Have I?
I don't think so.
This would be new news.
But I've also never killed one of these, so
What about? Let's look at the other girl. Is she the same?
With Spare the Dying, she's just knocked out.
Would it be possible for someone to like be listening through him? Should we cover his ear?
Go for it.
I mean, I don't know anything about that.
So, what do you think we do about this? I mean, you can probably get more protection.
Well,
And Coral kind of speaks up.
well, if it's okay with Miss Nessea, we can go to the castle keep. It should be fortified there, at least until the missus returns from her journey.
Speaking of which, Florence,
Yes.
did you see my mother this morning?
Well, my father dropped me off here, and they said they were heading to Passus, to the east.
To Passus?
Yes. They had some type of urgent note, said it needed to be looked into, but they didn't really go into much detail about it.
That was a false note. She admitted to it.
It was to distract her.
Maybe we don't know that.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we know that they sent it.
They said they delivered it.
They meaning the organization, not the person we knocked out.
Right.
But I mean, like, what? They're just... intercepting the regular mailman to carry out a delivery? No, I mean, it has to be. Do you have a way of getting in contact with her? I mean, she may be in danger wherever they're sending her.
Mailman?
Courier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not sure what she's tiefling. Well, you're tiefling too, so maybe there's a weird dialect.
That's all right.
She's like,
Well, maybe you guys are from different, areas. The dialects are different, so.
The men
Yes, of
that wear
course.
chainmail.
This conversation seems very familiar to me. We'll move along. I'm sure Florence doesn't mind.
Miss Nessea, if I may, perhaps you all can look into this a bit more if you can. I'm sure the missus will be able to provide suitable payment.
I would very much love to find my mother and make sure she's all right. Ideally, we would go find her ourselves. I mean, a lot of you say that you're bounty hunters, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Title doesn't even register for most, so they're like,
so perhaps,
Oh, us. Oh, yeah.
yeah. Yes, I know, it's questionable. But if you are what you say you are, then I think that we need your help to find my mother.
All right. What are we doing with this one? And I point to the unconscious woman.
Perhaps we bring her with us? Keep her bound? Although I don't quite trust magic users, so I'm not entirely sure what we should do with her.
Do you have a prison
do
cell
have-
for magic
We do
users?
have a prison. DM?
yeah, there would be cells of adequate storage for those that use arcane arts, either depleting them of spell slots, making it to where magic doesn't work. There would be things like that.
Anti-magic shackles and things.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's a good idea.
I think we should put her in there. So if we need any questioning, we can come back. We'll go put this one wherever you put all the dead bodies. Now, I overheard you telling Zaysa that there was elven chain on his body.
Yeah, on his and hers, which is medium armor for those.
I would take the armor off of them, any weapons, the blade off of her, whatever, so they would just be in whatever rags they had underneath of them. So I guess we're going east then.
Seems so.
All right.
I think we ought to wake the guards, and they can perhaps escort this woman to her cell.
I am going to... Sindel, you should try to heal 2 of them. I'm gonna...
Okay.
Are they unconscious or are they sleeping?
They are sleeping.
So if I heal them, that's not gonna change anything.
Probably not.
I'm gonna smack them gently.
Okay. They start to stir.
Wakey, wakey! It's time to wake up.
Oh.
Hello. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. Last time I checked, your duties are not laying on the ground.
Yes. Right. Where are we?
I'm gonna step aside and then reveal Nessea standing there.
Oh, Miss
Hello?
Nessea. And he gets up and dusts himself off, tries to stand upright.
I mean, truly it's not your fault. I assume that whatever sleep you were under was some kind of spell, something, magic
there was a
users.
pouch. She threw it at us,
and
Oh, then
Now
perhaps
I'm
it
here.
wasn't magic. Oh, she did say it was. What was it again?
Verbena.
Verbena. I see. I don't know herbs either. But look, we have someone that you need to escort to a magic-proof cell.
we can do that, ma'am.
I mean, she's stable. She's stable. If you would like to have someone treat her a little when you get her back,
Wait until she's in the saddle, probably.
yes. Be smart about it. Don't let her get away from you. But just carry her. Just carry her back to the cell. And afterward, I think you ought to return here with a few more guards and protect the premises.
Yes, ma'am. Right away. And he'll like kick the other guards awake. All right, you lot, wake up! Get up! Get up! Get up! And they'll stir a bit, but get up. You with me. And he'll like walk over towards you, Brolin. Is it safe to take her, sir?
Oh yeah, she's so light. I forgot she was even here. And I just kind of like awkwardly hand her over, not like minding her neck. Her neck kind of flops around a little bit as I pass her over.
Oh no. Oh no.
You watch as they're like dragging her out. Some other guards like pick up the larger Ganassi and like start taking him out as well.
Let's get Franklin off the ground as well, and he can.
Franklin like wakes up by being stepped on. He gets up. Right.
Perhaps a new round of training for this one.
Yes. You can go with these guards.
Yes. Right away.
And
Right away.
I'm
And
sure
he'll,
they will take care of you, and we'll speak again soon, you and I.
Yes, of course. And he'll help usher and or get any guards that are still knocked out, like the guy that's at the other end of the room. And they'll all kind of like make their way out to where it's just the rest of you remaining.
So
Well,
they left this morning. What time is it now? How late in the day?
It would be roughly around noon now. Y'all did a lot this morning because you started early when the heat wave hit. So
Are we trying to catch them on the road, or are we? I mean, we got this orphan we gotta take care of. We got your mom to warn. We have a house party Aeron wanted to throw. Well, I mean, we've got a lot on the plate.
I think
It's true.
the house party's gonna have to wait.
And I was so looking forward to it.
And as much as I want to take
Going
care of the
well.
child, she is in capable hands right now, but I believe this is Nessea's mother that we need to prioritize.
It is.
Threat
It
seems
is.
imminent.
She's
I-
it's quite
I will-
important.
I will put out a counterpoint, and that is but the attack happened here. So if we're following the trail of her parents, that'll lead us out of town. But if we're following the trail of the attackers, that might cause us to actually stay here still.
DM.
Mhm.
Would Nessea know of any ways to send a message to her mother quickly? Like maybe with her resources?
yeah, there are like traveling ravens and other notable sources at your disposal that you can kind of get information out as quickly as if your mother was saying.
Okay. Then I will recommend we send a raven. So I should probably, was it a rookery? I'll probably go to.
Yeah, Coral would be like, I can send word right away to your mom, ma'am. Is there anything in particular besides these events that you would like in the notes?
Tell her about the women, or the woman, and the man. Tell her about the woman and the man in the elven mail. Just make a note of it, and tell her that Miss Florence may be in danger, and we have her.
Yes, of course. They can't be more than 6 to 7 hours on the road now by horseback, so it should arrive fairly well.
Right.
I'd imagine it would take a couple days before we hear anything back. And that gives us time to look around here and take care of the other stuff.
Yeah, I have.
If that's something.
What kind of entity, whatever, would be interested in moving its consciousness into a robot kind of thing? You know?
Robots?
Warforged.
Warforged.
Robot?
Warforged. Sorry, local dialect again.
Again.
Orange is just like,
No.
not a tiefling thing, not a tiefling.
Well, to your point, the act of moving a consciousness from one place to, in this case, a warforge, is a similar act of moving a consciousness into any vessel. So it may not be a warforge that they are trying to move a consciousness into. It could be a dead creature, it could be anything.
And there's probably many states that your soul can be in that getting into a, what do you say, robot body would be a step up or two. That's for sure.
Doesn't it seem kind of lichy though? Like your body's decaying, you want something that's gonna last. Maybe the two are connected, or maybe, you know what I mean?
That'd be convenient.
I mean, yeah.
No, it does sound like something that, I mean, I don't know if I would know this. I mean, yeah, it seems anyone looking to, I mean, any greedy body that wants to enhance their power might go from a decrepit humanoid body to a powerful magic-induced robot, as you say.
I don't know anything about any of that.
That is terrifying, actually, now that you're mentioning that out loud. Alright, well, what is the plan then? Are we fortifying here? Are we staying here? We're trying to find breadcrumbs that lead us somewhere? Or do we go directly to what we believe is the source?
Gotta find who they are working for.
These people that we just hear.
Yeah.
Seemed too scared to die, and she's done it twice and still didn't want to talk. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take.
Around that time, one of the guards like runs down the stairs. Mom, there's been a situation.
What is it?
The woman, she's back up.
What? I told you to be careful with her. Don't wake her.
We were very careful.
Well, come on. We need to go. And
I mean,
motion
like,
everybody
me too.
else, and we'll run
We're
up.
gonna kill her again.
And you
Just
come
slap
out
her
to like
lights
the
out.
front area of this manor, and she's just like standing at the foot of all these guards. They're just like knelt over. She probably only has 1 HP. Like she is just
Psychic Blade.
roll to hit.
At 20.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Right before the blade would find purchase, you watch as she looks at you because she knows. And her eyes like roll in the back of her head, and this blackness comes over her
That got her.
visage. And you see like an arcane escape from this body before you would know that your blade even touched her, and the body falls to the ground.
But it has the same black...
That's what wants the body.
Well,
Maybe.
So we witness this energy leaving.
Yeah,
This
you
It's
and
visual, yeah,
Zesa
right.
would have been able to see this.
Which direction did it go?
Upward, just upward and dissipated.
But she made sure to like lock eyes on you, Zesa, before, just so that you would know.
Did you see that?
I did.
What was that, Zesa?
I
As the
don't know.
others,
I've
like-
never seen anything like that. So
It seemed like a soul left a vessel, is what it seemed like.
Or another vessel, perhaps? Maybe there's some place the souls are being stored.
I mean, it has to have something binding it, right? Like, I mean, you got reliquaries, you got, you know, Horcruxes. I don't know. I don't say that.
I don't know much about spirits or where they go after we die, but
It does kind of explain why she wasn't really scared of death.
Yes. All right. Well, now we're just wasting time. Are we going to the woods? We'll camp out in my cabin for the night. First thing in the morning, we'll go into the
have
forest.
we have no leads here, so we might as well continue and hope that we pick something up along the way.
Towards the lich, yes?
Well, yes, I think that's what we
Alright.
need to do for multiple reasons, but
I agree.
Is
they
it?
may
and your cabin is on the way, is it not?
Yeah, sort of.
So house party.
Inside check that. It's in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's not the opposite direction. It's in the way. Well,
Well, west would be the opposite of east.
No, we weren't gonna go
no,
east,
on the
though.
way to the woods.
We were going
lit.
to
Well,
the
yeah,
woods.
the woods are down.
yeah.
I'm talking about if you're going to Aaron's cabin, it would be out of the way.
But we talked about this earlier,
not that out of the way.
like last week, that if we just like circled around a bit, we would stop through his cabin to get to the woods the lich is in.
Correct.
Well, we just stay here until, and in the morning we go into the woods.
I mean, you're all more than welcome to stay here, obviously. We have rooms.
Obscene, I gotta be honest. I mean, people are trying to kill people here. There's like a crazy. I mean, no, that sounds great. Thank you for inviting us.
Good change of pace.
I mean, I understand, but we took care of those two.
That is true. That is true.
we have rooms.
I
in
mean,
the
at
tavern,
worst,
too.
At
I
worst,
wouldn't
we
say
just
we
keep
took
watch.
care of it, but
All right, if you all feel better about going to the tavern or our friend's cabin,
I mean, I don't care where we sleep. I just don't think we took care of it. She disappeared,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
well, we can't very well track a spirit, can we?
We can't.
Or can you?
Can we? Can
I'm
you?
I can't. That's why I'm asking, genuinely.
Probably with more practice.
Oh, okay.
I know this sounds crazy, but maybe those 3 women would know about this.
If I speak to them again, I might kill them.
I cannot go back to talk to them until I can release that child.
I don't
Just a
think
suggestion.
Either.
I would rather talk to the lich, honestly.
Maybe
Yes.
the lady at the arcane place, though, or though they were more about practical.
It
rather
was,
than-
yes, it was basic. All right,
Uh,
so
What about Florence? Where's
We should ask Florence.
Florence right now? Is she with me?
She's like at the back, just kind of like not really interjecting with any of y'all's discussion.
Did she see what happened? Just
No, she would have been like closer towards the stair side of the manor.
She kind of deals with this stuff though, so Florence,
Yes, Mom.
the woman who was after you, we just saw something leave her body. Are you... Berlin suggested perhaps it was a spirit, or...
Look at the eyes.
And she'll like go over and like look at this woman's body. Mom, I
am mistaken, didn't notice before, but this girl, I have seen her before.
You have?
Yes, she wasn't trying to kill me, of course. She's just one of the local woodworkers' daughters.
Oh, shit. So it's a body snatcher.
Yes.
When she
Which
says that,
mean-
I rush to the body. Is there a way to bring her back, or is she gone?
Far gone.
Oh gosh, nope, she's gone. I rolled a 1.
No.
And I'm assuming the gentleman downstairs is also beyond our reach.
Yeah, he got pulled up with the guards as well. They're all like trying to recover their dignity. But the woman and the Ganassi are both down as well, and their bodies are lifeless.
The eyes are no longer. Are the eyes still black?
Yeah, they're just blacked over.
So we technically just murdered 2 innocent people.
Just don't even say it like that. We
No.
know it's not
No.
that. Let's not even say it like that.
Those
I think that's exactly what happened. That's what it looks like.
that is
Cinder, just stop.
that is not what it looks like. Those 2 people, essence, entities, blue magic, powder stuff, whatever they are, murdered those people.
They could have been dead already when it took over.
We know too
true.
little.
It's true.
Point of order, that lady was standing up before Zesa hit her and just fell to the ground dead.
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with us. Unfortunately, they were just casualties of this conflict.
What the hell were they then?
Seems very lichy.
Around that time, because of the fire orbs that went out into the atmosphere, it's stirred the weather and it starts raining. But the heat wave is dissipated.
Well, that's good.
This feels good.
Florence,
Yes,
Is-
Mom.
is the device, the construct thing, is it safe?
If we're to go to the castle, I would rather bring it there. There's far more guards at the castle.
And how did you transport it before?
By carriage. One of the guards helped me take it off and bring it in. Those 2 that are on the ground right now.
Perhaps we should retrieve that as well. And does it need special protection from?
No, it's just metal and pots.
Right, like you have to do a whole ritual in order for something to like.
I mean, if I need to, I can transport it myself. I have a floating disc essentially that I can prop it under.
Well, I mean, how does this whole process work of putting something inside of it?
Mom, if I may, I don't necessarily feel safe talking about that here.
But it's a process, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
a-
not
a
anything that
wisp.
can happen easily.
You can't just go into it.
A wisp? No, Mom.
Okay, I mean, I think that's what we wanted to know. Yes, so I will get you a carriage. I will get you some guards to help you move this thing. What?
No, the guards are like, they're getting back up and they're trying to make it look like they put up a fight, but
Poor guards.
I'll just like pat one on the shoulder, be like, yes, noble guard. Please escort our friend Miss Florence here to retrieve her thing.
yes, Mom. And they'll
And
beeline it.
yeah, and make sure it gets to the castle. Give her any room she desires.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, our plan is to rest up this evening, head out early in the morning, and wander the woods to find this lich. Yes?
I mean, it's midday. We still have quite a bit of the day ahead of us.
If you'd like to go
Still-
sleep in the woods, you can go do that.
But it is raining.
But I'm just saying, if we want to move, if time is of the essence, then maybe we should move now.
Do you
We
think
get-
they'll strike for this chick again? Like, should we be there when they try? If they do, unless they're going with some great secrecy, but we've been out here talking plans this whole time while that whole thing's like God knows where. I mean,
we don't have enough information to know prioritize any of this stuff. We know things we need to do. We don't know which one's gonna bite us in the ass if we don't do it right away.
that's true. We should go with what we know the most then. Yeah. Which is visiting a lich.
Yeah, that's where we were headed before this happened. I feel probably where we should go.
Yeah. And if we can ensure your mom's is gonna be safe, then great.
We're doing everything we can.
She's a tough woman. I'm sure she's fine.
Again, there's no reason to believe they're going after her. They needed to get her out. That's what it sounded like, at least.
Yeah.
She is quite threatening.
So house party,
I suppose.
sleep, lich.
I mean, I could eat something.
I mean, I think we could just stay in the town if that's what you want to do. I'm not at
Listen, you
100%,
guys.
so I don't recommend going fighting a lich or even looking for a lich right now.
Right.
But if
Sindare, like, I understand. I too want to move quickly. But sometimes it's best to gather ourselves, think, and then act.
Look,
Perhaps you could speak to your horse again.
That reminds me, and I walk out.
he speaks to
Oh.
a horse,
Yes. Apparently, what was his name again? Zesa.
Shadow, I believe. It gave us some information about you, Gear, that you had left the town a few weeks ago.
Have that horse been watching your movements?
am I familiar with this horse?
I mean, you probably come across it.
I mean, I can speak with animals too, so like, would I have talked?
Do you go around horse whispering as well to just random
like,
horses? Is this a thing that I don't know about?
Sup, horse?
I mean, if he knows my whereabouts, maybe.
So does the chickens and the mice.
I do imagine me like bringing extra hay or putting cheese by a mouse hole and like doing all the little things, playing with all the cats.
Aw.
No
Cute.
wonder he knows about you. There's this giant man frolicking with all the beasts.
He's the local Snow White.
I want someone to do the art of that, but like replace Snow White with big ass Aoron.
I would love that.
So what are you all doing?
So
Warforged and Miss Florence are going to be transported to the castle keep, as well as Coral. Guards will be posted at the manor. There's not anything really keeping you all there. And then Sindare will go.
I guess we'll head out, right?
Well, that my suggestion was going to be to kind of appease everyone. Why don't we go to the house party, because it'll take us a while to get there. So now we have something to do for the rest of the day for you, Sindare. We feel like we're being productive.
Well, he's
And
not-
then
he's
we
not
house
here.
party. Oh, he's gone. Well, we'll tell him. And then in the morning when we want to get started, we're technically a little bit closer.
I mean, I think that's a great idea, Brolin. One caveat. I'm not quite sure where Sindare went. Zesa, Flint.
Probably to see Shadow.
I mean, I think there's a stables is what we walked by
I mean,
Weren't we meeting there anyway?
We
I
should
think that's where we were meeting to leave town.
near the gate.
we should probably go check on him. I don't think that we should leave him alone.
With the
Yeah,
horse.
totally. We'll start.
I mean, in this, in this town where there are
I don't
people-
think he should ever be left alone.
we should go find him. I think maybe.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
go. Let's go.
Let's hurry. Let's see if we can catch him then.
Ooh, but maybe Zaysa, maybe you sneak in when we get there and see if you can catch this conversation without him knowing.
Well, because it sounds like he's speaking horse.
Oh, you can't tell that? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know. I haven't seen it.
It's just
we
went
listened
in.
and there was a lot of neighing and it was very odd.
I mean,
very
I would
odd.
quite like to see that actually.
That's pretty fucking weird.
It is what it is.
So
I don't
Sundar,
know the
you-
methods.
You arrive at these stables, which is pretty large opening. There's a lot more horses than just Shadow there. However, the night when y'all came through, previously Shadow was the only one kind of like prop there. There is a woman with kind of like a cloak, just like standing in the middle of the area, just like looking around, but there's not anyone like about aside from stable hands.
The woman in a cloak?
Yeah, she's wearing a cloak because it's raining, like not trying to get wet.
Right. I'm just soaked. Okay. I'm going to walk up to Shadow. Is he cool with me?
Yeah, he remembers it.
Okay. I'm gonna put a hand on his nose. Just kind of run my hands along it and then cast Speak with Animals. Hey buddy. I'm back.
Hello, Sin.
Hey. How are things? I told you I'd be back.
The rain is nice. It was very hot.
It was very hot. That's a good observation. Have you ever found yourself in a group of people that you feel you don't belong with?
He looks over at the other horses.
Possibly.
How do you manage that?
You can make friends. Or you can ignore them.
I think I try to make friends and it just doesn't work out. I feel like most of them hate me. But
I don't hate you.
see, that makes me feel better. But also, I can't just take you with me everywhere.
True. I belong to someone.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Or else I would love to just have these conversations all the time. There is, there's two people in this group that I'm like kind of cool with. But I worry that they don't respect me, if that makes sense.
Well, are you similar to the weather?
In that I change depending on the day.
Well, earlier it was hot. But now it's raining.
I think all humans are like the weather in that way.
People typically like the rain if it's been hot.
So what you're saying is that I should be the rain to somebody's hot day?
Yes.
So I should make people feel good.
Yeah.
Or better, depending on the day.
Yes, unless they don't like rain. Then don't.
Unless they don't, then, well, perhaps if they're a snowy day, I could be the sunshine.
Yes.
Okay. You're really smart for a horse. I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but this is just a delightful conversation.
Also, that woman over there is looking for you and your friends.
The lady right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Did she talk to you about it?
No, you're the only one that talked to me.
Okay. All right, Shadow. Did you get her name?
No, I don't speak human.
That's a fair point. Of course you don't, but I can speak horse. Which direction did she come from?
That way. And he kind of like nudges his head off towards the same direction that y'all were coming from before the party split, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, Shadow, it's been a lovely conversation. I hope we can have more in the future. But now I need to go and warn my friends.
Warn them for?
It's not good if somebody's looking for us. We're trying to stay kind of hidden.
Well, the descriptors for you are very easily noticeable. Tall.
Well, it's my fault.
Short.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. I'll have to bring that to the group and okay. I should go, Shadow, but I hope to speak to you again. Stay strong.
Always.
Keep on keeping on. I hope you find some work. But also at the same time, I hope you don't, because I want to see you again.
You'll see me again soon.
All right, Shadow. Thanks, buddy. Pat on the nose and briskly walk away, and hopefully that woman doesn't see me.
She doesn't notice you offhand because she's got her back turned to you. But once you look the way that you were going, you see like the group kind of coming in your direction.
We gotta turn around. Go. Away.
Now she sees you because
Oh.
you're making a lot of movements.
What's wrong?
All right, we're going. All right, back to the location. Let's move. Come
Where
on,
are we
team.
going?
We are leaving.
Do I see
passively anyone looking just barely in that direction would know it's the elf Lena from the Institute. Not the cloak, just passively.
Cinder, this is.
She has a right to be looking for us.
Are you?
I just shake my head and I walk to her.
Oh, Cinder, are you okay?
What? No, somebody is looking for us.
I
Yes, but this is-
Is it this woman?
And I turn and finally look. Oh. Oh, okay.
Hi. I got you all before you left town. I just wanted to give you a bit of information about Diora.
Uh-oh.
No, it's nothing bad. It's good. Well, sort of.
Oh.
We detected magic on her abilities, and there's something very unique about her, actually. Whenever she uses magic, it seems to draw from all of her arcane talent. We suspect she might be a wild magic sorcerer. However, every spell that she conjures has multiple spells interwoven in them. It's very complicated. I've never seen anything like it myself.
That is wild.
How is that good?
See what you did there.
Well, because we know that her magic comes from a source, we are able to essentially use up her potency for the day, so that we only have to worry about maybe a couple of cantrips that go miswry. After that, she's mostly just a normal guy.
Oh well, that's wonderful news.
Using up her magic for the, I mean, that doesn't hurt her or anything, right? Like she's like, okay.
No, it's just like any other conjurer would use a spell. However, you need rest and time to bring those arcane focuses back.
Just want to make sure she's okay.
Oh, yes. She seems to be getting along well with the children there, so that's good.
That is good.
It's very good.
But
to
I
hear.
just wanted to make sure I told you all before you left, just so that you didn't have to worry or anything.
Well, thank you.
Yes. We appreciate it.
I really hope the weather gets better. It's very sporadic at the moment.
I think
Yeah.
with what you are doing with Diora, I think it may balance itself out.
Oh, do you think she might be connected?
100%.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. Well, I will see you all later. Do feel free to contact us when you come back into town.
What'll do?
Have a good day. And she'll
Thank you.
kind of like make a
Ma'am.
I'm gonna pat Sindare on the shoulder, and not. I know everything that comes out of my mouth is sarcastic or whatever, but I'm being very, very genuine. Sindare, thank you for letting us know that there was someone looking for us. Is everyone ready to go?
Aye.
I'm ready.
All right.
Food?
Oh, I'm starved.
So you're all making it back to, I guess, the Scarlet Horn, since the other tavern's kind of like working its way back.
I thought we were leaving.
I
Or
thought
are
we
you
were
leaving
leaving.
town?
I don't know. That's what I thought.
We're still iffy about where.
Wait, okay, but like map
Right.
is the house closer to the woods? Did we establish that?
I thought that Aaron.
I mean,
didn't
it's in the
want
woods.
I mean, that was established last week.
It,
Yes.
it is in the woods. Technically, if we're talking about the heart of the Whispering Woods, it is a skosh higher than the city. But it is in the woods. So you cross the river regardless to go into the woods.
And do we
Honestly,
want
it doesn't
to-
matter. We can go to the house or we can go to the tavern.
I guess. Well, okay, I guess my question for all of you is: do we want to make that trek in the rain like this, or do we want to give it an hour or two, have something to eat, and then head out of town?
Yeah, were we gonna get horses?
The rain doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's kind of cooling after the day we had yesterday.
Actually, it was like
Today.
That was
Today.
Oh, you're like Sindare. You're using Sindare terms.
Well, Sindan,
Yeah.
how do you feel?
What? Me?
You're the tiebreaker, I guess. What do you want to do?
House party. House
I-
party.
I like the rain.
Well, rain it is. I guess we're gonna make our way to.
Well, I mean, we don't have to.
Stand
You
by
hear
your
like
decision.
a
man.
voice
Come on,
from
Sindare.
behind you, Sindare, going, "Be the rain."
We just hear a whinny. We're like, what's going on with this? What is this horse?
All right. In the rain we go.
I mean, it shouldn't take more than a couple hours to get there anyway. So
Oh, it's a short trip.
I don't
What
mind the
house
rain.
party?
But it's a warm rain, isn't it?
House party.
What is a house party?
Party at a house.
A get together at a home. You just kind of.
I
Have
just
fun.
start walking out the west gate.
And I just follow behind him while still explaining what a party
I'll
is.
be walking. I'll be walking with y'all. Like, well, okay.
So as you all are exiting out of Dorne, catching up on the jive lingo that's out there, that's where we're going to end it for this week. Exclamation point critical to see who won our giveaway for the night. Second giveaway.
Giveaway 2 of 2.
Number 2.
What?
Nobody?
What?
Ah?
Can't
What? Who's it?
Anticipation.
Oh, who wins?
Geeknemies.
Vietnamese. I know that guy. Contact
Congratulations.
Chris. Congrats. And get some dice. We'll get it sent out. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our second chaos-filled episode of awesomeness as the rabbit hole continues to get even more.
Crazy.
But join us
stuff.
next Saturday at the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, for what happens next as our crew is trying to piece together the random events that are occurring. Might be another.
Fair statement.
Something else. We don't know. But we are going to raid at this point, and we will catch you all on the flip side. Take care. Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.